a towering warrior clad in heavy armor, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies. Is this giant Goliath more than just a formidable opponent? Could he be a descendant of the mysterious Nephilim? Stay with us to uncover the Proust origins and legacy of Goliath, a story of ancient giants, divine encounters, and an epic battle that would go down in history. Our story begins in the land of Canaan, a region steeped in ancient history and myth. This land, rich with the legacy of past civilizations, was now the battlefield where the Israelites fought to secure their promised land under Joshua's leadership. It's a land where stories of giants echoed through the valleys, whispering tales of the Nephilim, those mysterious and formidable beings mentioned in ancient texts. The Nephilim were described in Genesis as the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men, known for their immense size and unparalleled strength. These giants, who live before and after the great flood, left a lasting impression on the collective memory of the Israelites. Their presence was synonymous with power and fear, and their tales were passed down through generations, painting them as the ultimate adversaries. After the flood, the Anakim, a subset of these giants, continued to inhabit Canaan. They were direct descendants of the Nephilim and were known to be a significant obstacle for the Israelites. Among the remnants of these ancient giants was Goliath, a warrior from the city of Gath, which was notorious for its giant inhabitants. This connection between Goliath and the Nephilim set the stage for a confrontation that would be etched into the annals of history. Goliath's story is prominently featured in 1 Samuel 17, where he emerges as the Philistines' champion during their war against the Israelites. Goliath was not merely a warrior. He was a towering giant standing over 9 feet tall, according to the mastic text, though some sources, like the Septuagint, suggest he was about 6½ feet tall. This discrepancy in height does not diminish his formidable presence, marked by his heavily armored figure and sheer physicality. Goliath's armor was nothing short of imposing. He wore a coat of scale armor, weighing 5,000 shekels of bronze, which is roughly equivalent to 12 pounds, 5 pounds. This coat, resembling fish scales, glistened menacingly under the sun. His bronze helmet and greaves, coupled with his massive spear with an iron point, weighing 600 shekels, about 15 b, made him a fearsome sight. This armor was not just for protection. It was a psychological weapon designed to intimidate his foes. Goliath hailed from Gath, a city known for its association with the Anakim giants, who were descendants of the Nephilim. The Anakim were reputed for their extraordinary size and strength, traits that Goliath embodied fully. This lineage connected him to the ancient legends of the Nephilim, adding a layer of mythic terror to his already daunting presence. His role as the Philistine champion was not merely due to his physical prowess, but also because of the symbolic fear he instilled, drawing from the ancient narratives of the Nephilim. The Israelites, led by King Saul, were encamped on one side of the valley of Elah, while the Philistines were on the other. This valley became the stage for a standoff that lasted for weeks, characterized by a peculiar and terrifying challenge. Every day for 40 days, Goliath would step forward from the Philistine lines, issuing a challenge to the Israelites. His booming voice carried across the valley, daring any Israelite to face him in single combat. Goliath's daily taunts were designed to break the morale of the Israelite army. He mocked their ability to fight, ridiculed their God, and presented himself as an insurmountable obstacle. His words were a psychological weapon intended to sow fear and doubt among those Israelites. No one dared to accept his challenge, as the sight of his massive frame and the knowledge of his fearsome reputation paralyzed them with fear. Then came David, a young shepherd boy sent by his father Jesse to bring food to his brothers who were serving in Saul's army. David, unlike the seasoned warriors, saw Goliath's challenge not just as a physical threat, but as a spiritual affront. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God? David exclaimed with righteous indignation. His faith in God's power was unshakable, and this faith gave him the courage to volunteer to fight Goliath. Despite his youth and inexperience in battle, King Saul, recognizing David's courage but also aware of the stakes, tried to prepare him by offering his own armor. However, David, unaccustomed to the weight and restriction of the king's armor, chose instead to face Goliath with his simple sling and 5 smooth stones from a nearby brook. David's choice was symbolic. It represented his trust in God over conventional weapons of war. As David approached the battlefield, Goliath was taken aback by the sight of this young, unarmed shepherd boy. He mocked David, calling him a stick and a dog, confident that this encounter would be a quick and decisive victory in his favor. But David's response was filled with faith and conviction. You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied, David declared. With a single precise shot from his sling, David struck Goliath on the forehead, the stone sinking deep into his skull. Goliath fell, and David quickly seized the giant's own sword to behead him. This victory was not just a physical triumph, but a spiritual one, symbolizing the power of faith over brute strength. It marked a turning point in the conflict, as the Philistines fled in terror and the Israelites pursued them, securing a significant victory. Goliath's defeat by David marked a monumental shift in the power dynamics between the Israelites and the Philistines. It wasn't just a single battle won, but a pivotal moment that propelled David into the national spotlight, eventually leading to his anointment as the future king of Israel. The story of David and Goliath became a foundational narrative of faith, courage, and divine intervention in the face of overwhelming odds. But the question of Goliath's lineage continues to intrigue scholars and theologians. Was he truly a Nephilim? While the Bible does not explicitly label Goliath as a Nephilim, his association with the Anakim, known descendants of the Nephilim, places him within this ancient and legendary lineage. The Anakim were known for their great size and strength, characteristics that Goliath undeniably possessed. This connection to the Nephilim adds a layer of mythic resonance to Goliath's story. Intertwining historical and legendary elements, the legacy of Goliath extends beyond his defeat. His presence as a giant and a champion of the Philistines serves as a reminder of the formidable obstacles the Israelites faced in their quest to establish their kingdom. Goliath's story, with its blend of myth and history, invites reflection on the nature of giants in our lives, literal and metaphorical, and the power of faith to overcome them. His legacy is a testament to the enduring power of these ancient narratives to inspire and teach. Gath's story, intertwined with the legend of the Nephilim, offers profound lessons about the nature of courage, faith, and divine intervention. It teaches us that no matter how formidable the opponent, faith and courage can lead to victory. David's triumph over Goliath is not just a tale of physical conquest, but a powerful narrative of spiritual warfare, where the power of God triumphs over human strength and intimidation. The implications of Goliath's story extend far beyond the battlefield of Elah. It serves as a timeless reminder that the giants we face, whether they are physical adversaries, personal fears, or societal challenges, can be overcome through faith and determination. The story encourages us to look beyond the immediate threats and trust in a higher power that can deliver us from even the most daunting situations. Goliath's story, with its blend of historical and mythical elements, invites us to explore the ancient world's mysteries. Whether viewed as a Nephilim or a formidable warrior from Gath, Goliath remains a symbol of the trials we face and the power of faith to overcome them. His defeat at the hands of David serves as a timeless reminder of the triumph of faith over fear, a lesson that continues to resonate through the ages.